The horse stance isn't just some ancient kung fu pose. It's one of the few exercises that can completely transform how your body looks and feels. Most people only expect one thing from this exercise, but I'm going to show you what really happens to your body when you start doing it consistently. The first thing that changes, your leg strength. This one may seem obvious, but you're going to want to hear why you need to keep up with your lower body strength. It's not just about looking good in shorts. Studies show leg strength is directly linked to longevity. It's one of the strongest indicators of overall health as you age. Stronger legs often means better function, more independence, and less chance of falling or getting injured. You can actually test how well your body is functioning by measuring how long you can hold a wall, sit, or squat position. You'll be surprised how quickly your legs wake up, even with just 30 seconds to a minute of holding the horse stance. It doesn't have to be extreme to be effective. This is one of the easiest ways to build leg strength and endurance without overcomplicating anything. Most people start light and build up naturally. The horse stance lights up your quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves, and all the little stabilizers that help you actually move through life with confidence. You know that person who can stand up from a low chair without using their hands? That's horse stance energy. What feels simple at first quietly sets off a chain reaction, and you'll see one of the biggest shifts that your body will have later on in the video. But have you ever noticed the weak, unstable knees that most people deal with as they get older? Ever seen someone who moves like their knees might give out at any moment? Wobbling, hesitating, avoiding stairs? That's not just weak knees, that's years of neglected leg muscles and poor movement patterns catching up. The horse stance reverses that. To perform it correctly, your knees have to stay tracking over your toes while your muscles hold you in that deep squat position. That constant tension strengthens all the muscles around your knee joint, especially the vastus medialis, the teardrop muscle on the inside of your knee that keeps your kneecap stable. Your hip stabilizers also get in on the action, keeping your legs properly aligned with every second you hold the position. This builds real resilience in an area that breaks down fast if neglected. If you've ever had knee pain or worried about arthritis, this exercise becomes free physical therapy disguised as strength training. After a few weeks, you'll catch yourself moving with more confidence, taking stairs without thinking twice, and trusting your knees in ways you haven't in years. And once your knee stability starts improving on autopilot, something else clicks into place. Your hip mobility starts opening up in a whole new way. Forget stretching for hours. The horse stance builds the kind of hip flexibility that makes daily movement feel smooth and effortless. Why? Because the moment you sink into that wide squat position, your hip joints are forced to work through a full range of motion. Your hip flexors have to lengthen. Your adductors, those inner thigh muscles, have to engage and stretch at the same time. Your glutes have to fire hard to keep you stable. This combination of strength and flexibility work happening simultaneously is rare in most exercises. It also activates the muscles most people never think about, like the ones deep in your hips that control rotation and keep your pelvis stable. This isn't about forcing yourself into painful stretches. It's about building natural mobility you'll feel every time you bend down, get in your car, or play with your grandkids. And when that hip mobility becomes second nature, it unlocks something everybody is chasing after: real, lasting core strength. At first, it doesn't seem like much. You're just standing there in a squat, right? But give it a few days, and your core will let you know exactly how much work just happened. The best part, it's the kind of deep core activation that tells you something real is changing. It's deceptively simple, but it activates almost every key muscle group in your core. Your abs, obliques, lower back, and the deep stabilizers all have to work together to keep your torso upright and stable. The horse stance doesn't let you cheat. You can't lean forward or round your back without falling over. Your spine has to stay neutral, which means your core is firing the entire time you're holding the position. And because it's so scalable, you can hold it for 30 seconds for a challenge, go longer for endurance, or add variations like pulses or arm movements to make it even harder. The horse stance works out the muscles that make you look good and the ones that protect your spine. That's why I said earlier that it will have your body feeling and looking good at the same time. Now, before we move on to the fifth benefit that everyone will love, I want to let you know that the horse stance is powerful, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. If you want a simple step-by-step blueprint to reset your entire body and feel 10 years younger, I created something specifically for that. It's called Reboot Your Body, a 30-day program that focuses on restoring the movement and strength most of us lose over time. It's designed for people who want to move without pain and feel confident in their bodies again. I'll drop the link in the description below if you want to check it out. But anyways, the horse stance is like built-in conditioning that doesn't suck the soul out of you. It spikes your heart rate, challenges your lungs, and keeps your muscles under tension all at once. This combo turns your body into a calorie-burning machine. You're not running, jumping, or gasping on a treadmill. You're just holding a squat, but your heart doesn't care. It's working overtime. Your body has to fuel the muscle engagement, the balance, the core activation, all of it. This is metabolic conditioning at its finest. And because it builds strength and burns calories at the same time, it's one of the most efficient tools you can use, especially if you're short on time. You can do this anywhere. At home, at the gym, in a hotel room, in your backyard, no equipment needed, just you, gravity, and the willingness to hold that position when your legs start burning. In just a minute, I'm going to show you the top 3 common mistakes you'll want to avoid to get the most out of this exercise. But first, I want to touch on something important. Your balance and posture get a big enhancement from the horse stance. Holding that position challenges your proprioception. That's your body's ability to sense its position in space. Every second forces you to stabilize, adjust, and stay upright under pressure. Your balance and posture naturally carries over into so many other activities we do in our daily lives. This trains your nervous system to be more aware, responsive, and balanced. Your ankles, knees, hips, and core are constantly communicating, fine-tuning your stability with every second you hold the position. Over time, this adds up to fewer trips and falls, better balance on uneven ground, and a body that reacts quicker when you need it to. As we get older, balance becomes one of those things we take for granted until we lose it. Falls become a real health risk. The horse stance is one of the best ways to prevent that decline before it even starts. Your posture improves too because the horse stance forces you to keep your chest up and your spine straight. You can't slouch or round forward without the exercise falling apart. This constant reinforcement of good posture trains your body to maintain that upright position even when you're not exercising. You'll find yourself standing taller, sitting with better alignment, and moving with more confidence in everything you do. There's something about holding a challenging position that makes the world go quiet. You're not thinking about your to-do list, you're not checking your phone, you're locked in. Breathing, bracing, second by second, the horse stance demands presence. You can't check out or slack off. And when your quads are burning, your glutes are on fire, and your mind is screaming to stand up, but you keep holding anyway, that's grit. That's mental resilience that carries over to everything else in life. This isn't just physical training, it's mindset training. And this might be my favorite benefit from the list. The horse stance teaches you how to stay calm under pressure, how to push through discomfort, how to keep going when everything in your body says stop. And once you build that muscle between your ears, nothing else feels quite as hard. You develop a different kind of toughness, the kind that shows up when you need to push through a difficult project at work, handle a stressful situation at home, or just keep going when life gets heavy. Martial artists have known this for thousands of years. That's why the horse stance is a foundational exercise in Kung Fu, karate, and other traditional systems. It's not just about building leg strength, it's about building character. The ability to suffer quietly and keep your composure. The discipline to hold that position even when every fiber in your body wants to quit. That mental toughness you develop in the horse stance shows up everywhere else in your life. A few common mistakes can take away from the benefits of the horse stance, but they're easy to fix once you know what to look for. So here are the top 3 mistakes people make. First, avoid letting your knees cave inward. This puts unnecessary stress on your knee joints and can lead to pain or injury. Instead, push your knees out slightly, keeping them tracking over your toes. Think about spreading the floor apart with your feet. This keeps your knees safe and activates your glutes properly. Another issue is leaning too far forward. Some people bend at the waist and let their chest drop, which takes tension off the legs and puts it on the lower back. It's not a good squat if you're folding in half. Keep your chest up and your back straight, like someone's pulling a string attached to the top of your head. Your torso should stay as vertical as possible. And third, don't forget about your weight distribution. A lot of people let all their weight shift to their toes, which throws off their balance and stresses their knees. Instead, keep your weight evenly distributed across your entire foot or even slightly back in your heels. This keeps you stable and protects your joints the whole time. Now you're probably wondering, all right, all this sounds good, but how long and how many times should I be doing this for? Don't worry, I got you covered. If you're just starting out, aim for 3 sets of 30 seconds each using proper form. Something challenging but not impossible. Make sure to rest for about 60 to 90 seconds between each set to maintain good form. Your legs will probably be shaking by the end of that first set, and that's completely normal. The shake means your muscles are working hard and adapting. Once you feel more comfortable, you can bump things up to 3 or 4 sets of 1 minute or even more. You can also go deeper into the squat position to increase the intensity or reduce your rest time slightly to around 45 seconds between sets. This keeps the challenge high while still letting you recover enough to perform well. As you progress even further, you can add variations to keep challenging your body. Try holding light weights in your hands at shoulder height. This adds resistance and works your shoulders at the same time. Or you can try the dynamic horse stance, where you pulse up and down slightly instead of holding completely still. This adds a different type of muscle activation and makes the exercise harder. Another advanced variation is the single-leg horse stance, where you shift all your weight to one leg and lift the other foot slightly off the ground. This is incredibly challenging for balance and builds unilateral leg strength. You can also try adding arm movements while holding the stance, like punching forward or raising your arms overhead. This engages your upper body and core even more. The key is to progress gradually. Don't jump from 30-second holds to 5-minute holds overnight. Your body needs time to adapt. Add 5 to 10 seconds to your hold time each week, or add an extra set once you can complete your current sets with good form. Consistency is more important than intensity. 3 times per week is plenty for most people. You want to challenge your muscles, but you also need to give them time to recover and get stronger. Let me talk about some of the long-term benefits you'll notice from doing the horse stance consistently over months and years. Your everyday functional strength improves dramatically. Getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, picking things up off the floor, all of these movements become easier because you've built the leg and core strength to support them. You'll notice you move with more confidence and less hesitation. Your joint health improves by strengthening all the muscles around your knees, hips, and ankles. You're creating a natural support system that protects those joints from wear and tear. Many people find that knee pain and hip stiffness decrease significantly after a few months of consistent horse stance training. You're essentially building your own internal knee braces and hip supports through muscle development. Your metabolism gets a boost. The horse stance builds lean muscle mass, especially in your largest muscle groups like your quads and glutes. More muscle means your body burns more calories at rest. This makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight and body composition as you get older, when metabolism naturally tends to slow down. Your bone density improves. Weight-bearing exercises like the horse stance stimulate bone growth and help prevent osteoporosis. This is especially important as we age, when bone loss can become a serious health concern. By loading your bones through resistance training, you're signaling your body to keep them strong and dense. Your cardiovascular health benefits too. Even though the horse stance doesn't look like traditional cardio, it still challenges your heart and lungs. Your heart rate elevates significantly during longer holds, and over time this improves your cardiovascular endurance and heart health. It's a different type of cardio than running or cycling, but it's effective in its own right. One thing I love about the horse stance is how it brings everything together. It's not an isolation exercise. It's a full body integration movement that teaches all your muscles to work as a coordinated unit. This is how your body is designed to function in real life. You don't isolate one muscle at a time when you're carrying groceries or playing with your kids. You use everything together, and the horse stance trains that pattern. The mental benefits extend beyond just toughness, too. The horse stance is meditative in its own way. When you're holding that position, you have to focus on your breath, stay present in the moment, and quiet the mental chatter. This builds mindfulness and stress relief that carries over into your daily life. Many people find that their practice of the horse stance becomes a form of moving meditation that helps them manage anxiety and stay centered. The horse stance also builds confidence in your body's capabilities. When you can hold a challenging position for a minute or more, when you can feel your legs shaking but trust that they'll support you, when you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you thought, that confidence shows up in how you move through the world. You stand taller, you walk with more purpose. You trust your body to handle whatever physical challenges come your way. Let me give you a simple progression plan you can follow. Week 1 through 2, focus on form. Hold the horse stance for 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds with perfect form. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Do this 3 times per week. Week 3 through 4, increase your hold time to 3 sets of 40 to 50 seconds. Keep the rest periods the same. Week 5 through 6, push up to 3 sets of 1 minute. Week 7 through 8, add a 4th set or try going deeper in your squat. Week 9 through 10, experiment with variations like pulses or arm movements. After 10 weeks of consistent practice, you'll have built a solid foundation of leg strength, core stability, and mental toughness. From there, you can continue progressing by holding longer, going deeper, or adding more challenging variations. The horse stance is one of those exercises you can keep coming back to for years and still find new challenges and benefits. The beauty of the horse stance is its simplicity. You don't need a gym membership, fancy equipment, or a lot of space. You just need the willingness to stand in that position and hold it when it gets uncomfortable. But don't mistake simple for easy. This exercise will humble you, challenge you, and ultimately transform you if you stick with it.